Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Hello Nikki B. It's me, Nikki, and today I'm going to be chatting with everyone on how to buy Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies in 2021. So if you're someone who is a expert cryptocurrency trader, maybe you are already familiar with several different platforms, this might not be the best video for you, but if you are a beginner who is simply trying to get their feet wet, understand what kind of brokerage firms you can buy Bitcoin on, you are in the perfect spot. So let's get started. So first and foremost, congrats on making it this far. If you decide to click on this YouTube video, you've probably already heard of Bitcoin. You've seen it on the news. There's a lot of social media buzz about it as well. And you're just thinking, what the heck is this? And how do I even get started? So the best part of this video is that I'm not only going to show you different brokerage firm options for buying and selling cryptocurrency, but I'm also going to be able to show you how to get free Bitcoin. Yes, free Bitcoin that's going to be deposited into your wallet instantly, and you can use it whenever you'd like. So watch all the way until the end so I can show you how you can do exactly that. Before I dive into my content, I just want to go over a few housekeeping things. I am not a licensed financial advisor, so everything that I talk about in this video are opinions of my own and should be taken as such. So what is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is a store of value. It is the first real-life application of a concept called blockchain. Blockchain allows you to store data in blocks, and this data is verified by miners. To sum it up, blockchain is a way to store data in a way that it is distributed and recorded, and most importantly, you cannot tamper with it, or it's pretty hard to at least. Okay, so all this information is great, but what exactly does that mean? I still don't understand how Bitcoin is so expensive and why there's been an astronomical rise in it. Well, a lot of people actually compare Bitcoin to gold. You may have heard or seen of this before, but Bitcoin actually resembles a store of value and it has properties that are very similar to gold. One of them being it is very scarce. So there's only 21 million Bitcoin that is available to use. And actually it is a little less than that because 3.5 million to 4 million Bitcoin actually got lost. That's one of the properties that make it very similar to gold. A second one is the fact that it is not affected by other asset classes. So what does that mean? So suppose if there is a big economic downturn, stock market crashes, something like that, Bitcoin will not be affected by those asset classes because it's very independent on its own. And lastly, the value of Bitcoin is determined by people who own it. Very similar to gold. When you think about it, gold is just like another rock. You know, why is it just so expensive? It's because it's given a lot of value by the people who own it and the people who watch over it. There are so many pros to using Bitcoin, but today I only want to focus on one of them. And that's the fact that Bitcoin transactions are peer-to-peer, meaning that if I send my money to another person, that transaction takes place instantly. So now you're probably wondering, okay, so you're saying that I can instantly send someone money, but can't I already do that with apps like Venmo and Cash App? Well, here's the thing. With apps like that, you're actually not directly sending the money to someone. It's actually going through a bank on the back end. So the bank actually acts as a middleman or an intermediary that facilitates the transaction to go through. Which is why you may have noticed that on these apps like Venmo or Cash App, they do mention a caveat stating that it can take several days for that transaction to go through. And that's essentially because of the middleman. So just imagine a world where you don't have to lean on a bank or someone else to give that final check mark when the transaction has to go through. You can just send it to your friend or somebody else, and you can send that money on your own terms. Another pro that I'm super excited about Bitcoin is the fact that you can send money to anyone around the world. So this means that I can send money to my relatives in India with less processing fees, and it can go through at a faster rate. And that's because you can dodge several hurdles, like trying to figure out if that bank can deposit money to your family in India, or trying to figure out like what's the right method that I can use to make sure that this money has gone to the right person. And I think that's truly going to change the world and how we send money to other people. Let's talk about the rally the past several months. Bitcoin has grown almost 450% in the past year. It hovered around $7,000, $6,000 to $7,000 last year, and now it's avalanched to almost $50,000. This price hike has been driven by two things, in my opinion. If we look at this article right here, written by Forbes, we see that Bitcoin soared through 2020 in part due to the U.S. Federal Reserve effectively printing more than $3 trillion. Not billion, not million, but trillion with a T. So the federal government has printed that amount of money into the economy, and that's actually worth almost 23% of the total amount of US dollars that exists today. This is causing a lot of investors to fear that the dollar value will drop amongst foreign markets. I also just think that cash is becoming a relic of the past. Like, who even carries cash today? And honestly, I wouldn't even want to touch someone's cash because maybe, I don't know where that money has been. And I'm just kind of health conscious and afraid to accept that and touch that because of the ongoing health things that are going on right now. So based off of that information, I just want to say that I think COVID-19 has just turned everything so much more digital. Everything from the way that we communicate, we send payments to other people, to even the way that we do our jobs. I think in the future, there's going to be a need for a digital currency in the world. And I really do think that Bitcoin can be the backbone to that. And to get really technical here, for all my folks who want a deep dive, I strongly encourage checking out the Bitcoin white paper. Here's a snippet of the white paper where it states what Bitcoin is. So it goes into everything from how the transactions work, the timestamp server, proof of work, networking, incentives, and the hashing mechanism. It's very interesting, and I strongly encourage everyone to go through this in your own time. I have it linked in my bio, so you're more than happy to check it out there. And honestly, you can simply just search up Bitcoin white paper on Google and you'll find it right on there. So I spoke a bit on the technical background of Bitcoin and the history about it and how it's pretty similar to gold. Now I'm actually going to talk about the meat of this, which is why you guys are all here. And that is about where do I actually buy Bitcoin? Like, how do I do that? So there are different companies that offer platforms where you can buy or sell cryptocurrency, including Bitcoin. These are called brokerage firms. They are firms that manage the money and the amount of people who are actually buying these cryptocurrencies, and it's a secure platform. So there are so many different platforms that you can use to buy Bitcoin, but today, for the sake of time, I'm only going to focus on two because these are the two platforms that I use on a constant basis, and I have had good experience using them. So those two are one, Coinbase, and two, Voyager. Let's talk about Coinbase. So Coinbase has been around since 2012. It was probably one of the earlier brokerage firms that allowed you to buy and sell cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin. It's very popular in the US for a variety of different reasons. The interface is very easy to use. The trading platform itself not only shows you the ticker prices of various cryptocurrencies, but it also gives you informational materials in case you wanted to learn more about a particular coin. The customer support is also great. And the fact that it's widely adopted by not only everyday investors, but also institutional investors like Elon Musk gives it a lot of credibility, and it's pretty secure. Coinbase looks like on the web app. You can see that the interface is super clean, and you can see which cryptocurrencies are have gained a lot in the past 24 hours, any new cryptocurrencies that have been added to the platform, as well as any other additional information about the cryptocurrency. So the best part actually is like I can click on Bitcoin, for example, and I am already seeing the white paper right here, the official website, any top stories about what's happening in the market with crypto. Are there certain governments such as India who are reconsidering the crypto ban, which I'm super excited about, and just other people who are just vouching for it overall. The best part about I would say Coinbase is the fact that it does teach you and show you what that particular cryptocurrency is capable of doing. And another cool thing is you can actually earn free crypto. So not only do you have the opportunity to learn about a cryptocurrency, but you can also see that you can earn money for learning about this. So they pretty much just do like a video on that particular crypto, and then you take a quiz. The quiz is super easy, by the way, and you just answer those questions and you can get $3. I've done this before, and I think I've earned over $30 in free crypto because of this. So it's a pretty cool offering that they have going on. Another app that I personally use to buy and sell Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies is an app called Voyager. Now, before I get into the details of Voyager, I do want to preface this by saying I was on a wait list before I was able to access Voyager. So it took me about 1 whole month for this wait list to clear. And after I was cleared, I was finally able to start getting into buying and selling. For a lot of people, a month can seem like a long time. So I completely understand if you're not willing to wait that period of time. I'm also not sure if this wait list is still happening. Maybe they have changed the infrastructure a bit so they can handle more users on the platform. I just don't know, but I think it's important to kind of give those details just to keep you aware of what to expect when signing up. A pro of Voyager is the fact that there are more cryptocurrencies available on that platform than there are on Coinbase. So there are certain offerings that you can't see on Coinbase, and because of that, a lot of folks use Voyager because they're able to buy and sell those crypto on that platform. Another downside of Voyager is the fact that you can't access it on a web app. It's only accessible via mobile platforms. So because of that, I'm not going to be able to show you guys how I'm able to scroll through the interface and click on different cryptos. But you can do that on your own time if you download the Voyager app, and you can see just how seamless and easy it is to do exactly that. And overall, I think it's a pretty great platform. So I talked about the history, the different brokerage platforms that I recommend using. And now I'm going to go into the fun part, which is how do you get free Bitcoin? So if you look at the description under my video, you will see that I have 2 referral codes. One of them for Coinbase, which is if you sign up, you get $10 in free Bitcoin. Another one is Voyager, where if you sign up, you can get $25. As you can see, there's a difference in the amount that you are given for signing up. You can pick which one you prefer based off the information that I have told you and stuff you've seen on the web. But I just want to share that because I think it's a perfect opportunity to get into the crypto game while also making a couple extra dollars. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe if you thought that this was useful and informative. I'm going to continue to make more videos talking about Bitcoin and other cryptocurrency because it's really one of my passions. I've been involved in the crypto community for a little over 4 years, and it's just so tremendous to see how much it has evolved since the time that I got into it. And every day I'm just learning something new about Bitcoin and other crypto. So it's definitely a lot of fun. So we're coming to the end, and before I sign off, I just want to let everyone know that I'm also on Instagram. You can check me out. My handle is Hello Nikki B. On there, I talk a lot about crypto, Bitcoin, where I see the market going in the future, and so forth. So definitely check that out if you want more information. And yeah, thanks so much for being here, and I can't wait to see you guys next time.